All right. Shalom to the elect of the house of Israel. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory is always be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharakakwadash, which is the Paleo Hebrew for the name of the Heavenly Father being Yahweh, and that of his Son being Yahweh Shai, the only names of which salvation can be obtained, whether you can receive it or not. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, who through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, rule all of the nation of Israel well today. Once again, whether you can receive that or not, and peace, love, blessings, salutations be unto the elect of the house of Israel who are pushing this truth and sincerity and charity and faith, and who are able to receive these things that are needful for salvation, man. All right, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians 3, and go ahead, read verse 8. It says, "Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught." All right, and what Paul is referring to here, you know, in this verse, man, eating a man's bread, all right, that bread is this truth, man. All right, just like Yahweh Shai said, labor for the bread, which will make you hunger not again, man. Okay, because this truth is like a bread, man. All right, it's just like you need food to sustain your physical body. All right, you also need food to sustain your spiritual body, man. All right, you got to make sure you're reading, all right, doing lessons, man, receiving, you know, further and further growth, man. All right, because if you ain't eating, man, you're going to starve and you're going to die. All right, and that's basically what's going to happen to you in the spirit, man. All right, you'll return to that same dead state that you were once at, man. All right, that dog that returns to his vomit. Okay, but what did this say? Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught. So Paul's saying we didn't take in any knowledge for nothing, man. See, when you receive these videos, when you click on these videos and you're learning things, the next thing you need to do is start teaching, man. Okay, even if you only know, you know, a few things, you know, teach on those aspects, those things that you know. All right, teach on those, man. All right, if you only know a little bit, teach on the little bit that you do know, because 9 times out of 10, man, what wakes us up is the milk. All right, the little things. All right, the easy things to receive, man. Now, when you get into the deeper and darker parables, you know, that's when you get to a state where you're able to receive those things, man. But you start off with that foundation to build your proper house, man. Okay, so, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with, you know, doing lessons on these, you know, on these easy things to receive. Matter of fact, you know, if anything, it's better to do lessons on those things. All right. But anyway, finishing up verse 8, it says, "But wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable unto any of you." Okay, so saying that they wrought night and day, meaning they were working, man. All right, night and day they were working, putting in work. All right, to receive salvation, man. All right, to receive that crown. You see, you can't just sit there on the sideline and just watch videos and learn and watch Israel continue in their folly, man. All right, you see, when you're called to put in work. Look at Jonah, man. As much as Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh, that's what he had to do, man. He couldn't just sit there and, you know, be a prophet that, you know, the Most High every once in a while would stir up for no reason. You see, let's go ahead and I want to jump up a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump up to verse 6. It says, "Now we command you, brethren, in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly and not after the tradition which he received of us." Right. And it's going to go into, you know, the tradition and what they're referring to on that disorderly. Verse 7, it says, "For yourselves," because there's an order set here, man. All right. Within the nation of Israel, beginning with GMS Great Millstone. Okay. And that order, all right, is to do your work. All right. You hit your quota, man. You know, 3 videos a week minimum. And camp. You know, us out here, you know, we have another, you know, we you know, do a conference call once a week, you know, every Sabbath, you know, keep brothers mindful of the Sabbath days, and, you know, be able to just, you know, have that communication, man, be able to exhort one another. Okay, but, you know, if you know, you're disorderly and, you know, you don't want to get with it, or you got this or that going on, you know, we just got to always examine ourselves, man. We got to always make sure we're doing all we can, and we could always be doing more, man. You know, I myself included. You know, we could always be doing more. Okay, so always be examining yourself, seeing where you could maximize yourself even further, man. Okay, but The point being, man, you know, the following after this order, all right? The standard that's set by GMS, man. Okay, because what we're doing, man, is we're setting the bar. Or I wouldn't even say setting the bar, man. Yahweh Shai set the bar. All right, we're keeping it where it's at, man. All right, striving to the point of death for this truth, man. Okay, going on, verse, you know, and you know, of course, you know, if you're getting your things figured out in the, you know, in the spirit, then how much more should your flesh be panned out, man? You know, you got certain things going on. You know, you should have your shit together, man. You see, being in this truth, it teaches you how to be a man. All right. You should not only have your shit together in the spirit, man, but the rest should follow along with it. You see, you ain't coming out of the world to be a vagabond, man. To be you know, unstable as hell in the flesh. Okay, you're coming out of the world, man, to make sure you're stable within this truth. So in order to do that, man, everything will feel, as long as you keep your eyes concentrated on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, everything will start to fill in, man. Listen to the spirit. You see, opportunity for another job or whatever the case might be pops up, or the job you're at, they start making you work on camp days or whatever the case might be. You know, the next thing to do is find another job, man. You see, I know the job that I have, you know, one of the reasons why I had taken that job is, you know, because they told me that their morals stand on the Most High, your family, and then work. You know, and now how true that is, you know, I really don't know. But, you know, I for damn sure will pull that card, man, when it comes down to it. You know, if they're trying to get in between camp or whatever the case might be, you know, I'm gonna mention that. Hey, this is what you told me. You know, and if that's not the case, that's fine. You know, I guess I'll have to work. But, you know that I'm looking for a damn new job. You know, because they're looking for a slave everywhere, man. Okay, they're looking for you everywhere, man. You know, do what you got to do to be able to maximize yourself within this truth. But anyway, going on, verse 7, or Salaki Khan, verse 8. It says, "Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, but wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable unto any of you, not because we have not power, but to make ourselves an example unto you to follow us." You see that, man? We're an example, man. We are an example not only to the brothers underneath you or whatever the case might be, but to the entire nation of Israel, man. Because we're setting the example that they need to be following, man. Okay, but if they see you bullshitting, man, then they're gonna bullshit too, and we're all accountable, man. All right. That's why you always gotta examine yourself, man. Always think about what kind of example you're setting. You know, I'm always telling this, you know, to the brothers around too. You know, always ask what kind of example you're setting, man. All right, because we all know it, man. If one of the apostles, all right, were to, you know, go off and do something or say something, you know, that was off, you know, a lot of Israel would just follow right after, man, because they're setting that example to follow, man. Okay, you know, or if Yahweh Shai, you know, went ahead and, you know, took a week off of of prophesying, how many Israelites would do that and use that as their excuse, man? Okay, so what Apostle Paul's saying is, hey, man, we're setting an example for you. That's why we're working so hard. That's why we're working night and day for this truth, man. That's why we're putting so many videos up and what have you. That's why you see the elders and the apostles today putting up videos day by day. All right, putting up live streams day by day. Okay, because they're setting that example, man. For what? What did he say? An example unto you to follow us. You see that, man? Verse 10, it says, "For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat." Right, if any would not work, neither should he eat, man. So if you ain't working, then you ain't going to be receiving. You see? It's just that simple, man. You know, and different brothers, you know, we all have different, different things going on, you know, within our walks. We're able to maximize your potential differently, man. You know, one of the brothers that, you know, I regularly commune with, you know, I talk to him, you know, he lives in DC, and this brother is crippled from the neck down, and this man still goes out and tells those around him the truth, man. All right, I believe he's only allowed to actually be mobile about once a week or something to that matter. And that brother goes out, you know, quite a bit to, you know, a spot down the street and you know, has a selective group of people that come and listen to him and chop it up about the scriptures, man. All right. He's had Edomites coming down on him, talking smack and, you know, getting ready to beat him up or what have you, man. So what's your goddamn excuse, man? Here it is, 2020, man. You and I hope you Israelites are listening too, man. We had a camp. Elder Malcolm came out here, and he must have mentioned something because all these Israelites popped up out of nowhere. All these Israelites that live in Colorado, and these guys were never showed ever again, man. They had garments, everything. Wherever you guys are at, man, where's your works, man? But you see, you're doing it to look good in the eyes of men. That's why you came out specifically when the elder did. To look good in the eyes of men. But do you think, man, that the Most High is going to see past that shit, man? Going on, it says, verse 11, for we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. You see, working not at all, man. You see, but verse 12, it says, now them that are such we command you and exhort you, or by our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, if, you know, you can't get with the standard, with the examples that are being set, that don't mean you're part of the elect. You know, just go do your own thing, man. You know, you want to go do one video a month, go ahead and go do that, man. But right here at GMS Great Millstone, man, we're setting the example. All right. And if you want to be part of those that are setting the example, man, that are following the example of Yahweh Shai, then you got to get right, man. All right, you want to make the calling of your election sure, then you better be part of GMS, man. All right, but anyway, man, Lord willing, this be edifying unto the elect. You know, brothers take heed, man, and they're able to, you know, put things into play, man. All right, examine ourselves day by day, because like I said, man, we're all accountable, man. We've all fell short at certain aspects. You know, that's why we always got to seek where we could further maximize our potential within this truth, man. But with that, you know, that was it. You know, Lord willing, this edifying, say, call law, Malay, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Shem Rakak Dash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, and peace, love, blessings, salutations be unto the elect of the house of Israel who are pushing this truth and sincerity and charity and faith, and who are able to receive these things that are needful for salvation, man. Shalom.